Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
You know what I like about this?
Tell me.
Look at our comp. Look how many champions can all in.
Yes.
This is an all-in comp with the Siri just sprinting around in the back line, shooting people down. I really like it. I think it makes a lot of sound already. Very nice. Beautiful play by Gilius.
Really nicely done. Brock's exceptionally ultimates, really.
Yeah, they're just farming for level 6, waiting for the Herald to spawn. I think around Herald is where we're going to see the most magic, the most aggression happen in the game. But now we're already getting some trades in the top lane.
Oh, the shapeshifters are battling. Irrelevance in trouble. Gen X Mega not slowly burning down. The burnout is, and so are the minions. Remember how many minions he had to fight into.
That was a lot of Shyvana damage too.
Oh, Gilius flashes for this one. Flame Breath, as well as the burnout. Turning, biting, get the chomps on. Gilius may have donated first blood to Zanzara, the Shyvana.
Yeah, we see Misfits looking for a bit of action in the mid lane. Bot lane just comes by to push out because the Herald is up. They know that.
Two-man knock-up. Treats is the one that's in trouble now. Neon remains untouched. Vito gets another for Misfits. The Herald is secured as well. Vito with a second kill. And Certus forced to flash for his life. I mean, SK opted into to send form, plus the burn on the Flame Breath is melting through Gen X's mini now.
It is a lot.
And so is Riftmaker. So now I'm going to ask you, Brock, so what is the communication like in SK when they hit tab? They look at the lead that's not only been accrued in the gold, but look at the items. Both of those players are going to find another kill to accelerate ahead.
You know, I was about to answer your question and say that...
What I wanted to get at was, if you look at the damage profile for SK, they really need Certus and Jezu to do well. That's really sort of your primary damage sources. You need Gnar and Vi to set them up, and Certus is low. He's pinned against the wall. His presence does not hold steadfast, but the verdict is die, die, die! 2 more for VTO, 1 more for Zanzara. And I think if they full send too often, that's where SK can look to punish. But again, the point of this mid lane, if you look at the items, that's thrift store shopping versus 2 fully completed items. And once again, a member of VTO, of Misfits, is under some pressure. 3 members of SK jumping forward, Broxer. They're going to find Irrelevant as well. Now, all of a sudden, percentage odds. Do you give Vito to get a pentakill this game? Right? What are the chances?
So I feel like if I don't put the percentages high enough, it's not really a cool prediction, right?
Okay.
That's kind of boring. So I'm gonna say 90% chance Vito gets a penta.
90% for a penta.
I'm going in, you know. Go hard or go home.
Cast a curse of note. Not gonna let it.
I love how I say that when the guy almost dies right away.
That is literally the power of the Shoutcaster Mike. Gen X gets taken. Everybody the standings because yesterday SK took down Astralis. Today Misfits took down Rogue. Hence, listen to that! Berlin, I love it. But that is exactly what these teams are playing for in SK. Gonna get jumped on once again, pinned into the wall. Keeper's verdict is up. Certus not gonna be able to escape for now. Treats by some time. Unbreakable will is up. Dragons descend forward. Neon gets the first, gets the second, gets the tower. Shelly's not done. Charge, charge, charge! Keep pushing. Does Shelly get a third? If Shelly gets a third, no! Taken out this time around by the Ultra Shock Laser. Gen X will throw 204 games on record here for Certus. I'll be commended from just a few mistakes from SK.
Well, again, they literally just brought in Zanzara. Maybe they should actually thank me. Because I know how this cast the curse stuff works, and I clearly just cursed their opponents, gave them the free wins. I thought coming into today, SK would be the more dominant early game team. Doesn't look like it right now.
Hasn't been the case, and look at this, 23 minutes after Misfits' infatuation with Baron. They've started it, they've defended it, Gilius is pushed away, VTO has got what? 90% chances. Baron is secured there by Zanzara. VTO's looking for the second, will not be able to find, he's shut down. Taken out, percentage chance down to 80 is what I'll say. Irrelevant stepping forward with the burnout, nod into the wall. Yesterday, Misfits tried time and time again to secure the Baron against Rogue. It did not work out.
So Vito was not able to get out, and this is really what SK has to do to win these team fights. This is why you picked Vi to counter the Akali, to take him down, especially with his build. Because he's got a little bit of a greedy build, skipping the Sonya here.
He has Gilius, not going to be able to get that Dance Break, or the Vault Breaker over the wall. Oh man, look, that was great. Zanzara stepped forward, cut off the path with this W, preventing anybody to move. And then as Gillius tried to get out of range, the charge on the Q tilt was so long, he wasn't able to get over the wall.
I must say, watching Sansara yesterday and today, why was this guy not in LEC before Trevor? The way he's playing is so beautiful. I'm really liking his poppy. He's doing such a great job yesterday against Malorang, today against Gillius. And while, if you look at the split overall, Gillius might not have been the most impressive in the past weeks. Has been amazing. So the fact that Sansara can show up big time against these two really strong junglers, it's just beautiful.
It really is. Certus is going to steal away Zanzara's ultimate. And I've been a Zanzara enjoyer. I think those words I'll use for a while. I will tell you something. He's phenomenal Poppy thus far. He has surprised both Rogue and SK thus far. We'll be able to do it again. We'll be able to do it on anything else. That's what we'll find out in the coming weeks. Misfits on the look ahead to the end of summer as you look ahead to playoffs.
I'm just standing here thinking, how on earth I predicted Misfits to lose this? Like, what on earth is going on? But here we go, there's a big team fight.
And Gillius is the one that's in trouble. We'll be able to get the cease and desist. Dragon Descent comes forward. That's one for Irrelevant. A bounce back for Genax. He steps forward, rooted in place, goes golden. While that's happening, Neon is running amok with the help of VTO. They manage to push back two. Chitus is dead. Genax to follow. Mercer gets in and breaks the kill streak. 1-0-11, 4-0-8, 7-1-5. As you say, stomp in every meaning of the word. Misfits have crushed SK to pick up their 7th win. A couple more hits will take down the Nexus and this is just flexing on them. Misfits take down SK.
You know, while it didn't work out, I love it a little bit, you know, outside of the level 2 ganks. Sure, you can look for a play, sure you burn the summoners, but now it's gonna haunt you for a while.
Oh man, Dayo on Xerxes jumping onto Malorang. He's in so much trouble. The Pillar of Filth gets thrown up in that OG skip. One last auto. And playing mind games here with Comp and Trimby. And Xerxes will just get spotted out, but here comes Larson. Weaver's Wall will be used. Yonghoon is caught out. No flash, remember, from the early engage, and Rogue on the board. That was a great punish.
That's the Celia.
Hope to see that, like, we're 9 minutes in. Tower's not really under a huge amount of pressure, but with Herald secured,
Astralis finally put themselves in a situation where Rogue's bot lane wasn't able to follow. Unfortunate part being that GP ult isn't up yet, so they can't really clear out the top wave.
Ooh,
nice bard ult by Yonghoon.
Tempered Fate into the binding. Okay, that will secure the kill, but it is at the cost of the Rogue. They haven't been able to secure top. Who gets it first? It will be secured here by Astralis, so huge win, Broxer.
I like the idea by Astralis a lot, but the play just didn't work out the way they wanted it to, because their idea was to shift their bot lane back down to get, you know, that...
From our observers, Rogue, they could have punished, but they didn't know. They didn't have vision on Chachi. They were looking into the darkness. They played level to them, you know, pick potential with the Talia. Go, Shelly, go! Hey, there we go. Thank you, Berlin. Is being completely surrounded. All the buttons are pressed. That danger man, Broxer, is now a dead man as Stars hunting.
And once again, Astralis having the deep vision, having the control, they're being fully aware of what Rogue is doing for more or less the entirety of this game. And right now they just need to shoot it into the net and score. And Rogue, without that much engage, is going to have a little bit of a tricky time finding this opportunity, but let's see how it goes.
That Weaver's Wall will at least slow down any support. Dragon secured, that's number 2. Chachi will be jumped on. Odo finds the kill. It is at the expense of a Dragon. So stacking up those late game options, and again, the observers highlighting the vision. I really, really like that. Rogue not willing to, Rogue not afraid to push into it. And now Odo is in trouble. Don't step forward, don't step forward. Mini-Gnar! It's gonna get slapped by Brad. Hobby stepping forward, teleport's being channeled as well. Oh no, Cyclone will knock up Lawson. Flash forward from Xerxes. He goes golden with a stopwatch, and the Pillar of Filth will slow down Malorang. Lawson's next to fall. Teleport into death. Malorang and Trimbion are running for their lives. Com stepping forward, Moonlight Vigil is available. Magical journey into the Hex Gate. Dayor arrives to save and finish the day. He gets tagged up, chases forward, forces up the dash from Comp. He uses...
landing Malorang, but I'm sure it was his plan all along. We see... Is it happening again? He's
not again.
Basing. Can they stop it? They surely can. He does have flash available.
It's happening again! Broxer literally crouched down like he was hunting. And Oda Wamne's drop.
Look at the stun.
Cosmic Binding connects All of a sudden, Copy stepping forward on the hunt available to him. Does he fire the trigger? No. Instead, he doesn't even need it. Maran gets a chomp down and is subjugated by time. By the way, level 30. Brought to you by Santander. And wait for the animation. Kobe, Comp, Xerxes, Chachi, and Dayo on the top 5. I mean,
from Melrang being abused for his level 2 gank.
Yes.
They took that one mistake
Yes.
and they've absolutely taken over from that point, and that's exactly what we want to see. It's these small things that, you know, showcases that you're a great team.
I'm going to clarify, the joke I'm about to make may not be the most politically correct, but if you'd said to me last week, all of a sudden, all right, 20 seconds for the next Drake, Oda Wamne is in a flanking opportunity, but Younghoon slowed him down. Weaver's wall will cut them off. I feel like Younghoon's distraction mitigated that engage, but it might be a little bit overreaching.
Look at Daya right now. Daya is just pushing top, hitting the tier 2 right now. Rogue knows they have to go for the all-in, and they sure do.
They do. They get the kill, Broxer. Flash engage from Odo, but the tower is secured top. Okay, Astralis, cross-mapping, if I can say that, the Dragon will be conceded only the second of the game. Teleport being used as well. That's another investment on the summoner spell. Charm will connect onto Lost, and that means it's not available, and Xerxes backs out. So Dragon secured, 2-2. 9,000 gold advantage for Astralis. Barrels thrown out, Trimby gets blown up. Comp is now firing on all cylinders. Chachi's going to be in trouble. Pillar of Filth comes up, Comp running for his life. Here comes Dayo. He's been able to recall. The Orb of Deception flies forward, but won't find the kills. Finally, that's one back. Rogue have got the Dragon, but they've lost 2. They're about to lose 3. They're about to lose 4. Brox, it happened again. They are chasing Astralis so hard and being punished for it.
This time around.
Maybe a bit more optimistic. 6,000 HP, 3,000 HP.
That's the final.
That's it! Tepid Fate comes down. Malrang is locked in a golden statue. Surging through the middle lane. Bottom and top also pushing towards Rogue. So Astralis, I think, are in a good position yet. Now the top lane tower is under pressure. I mean, I'm very impressed. I'm looking at this as a potential... I mean, Broxer, this is just great control from Astralis as they've got the inhibitor.
And the problem for Rogue is that they just have no way of engaging and starting fights. There's nothing they can do being in this position. Astralis just runs in. Now, the Mega Knight is coming out. Or the Amna does have flash. That is their one chance. But Astralis is also aware of that. They should be respecting. This is going to be hard for the Omni. He does go for it.
But he only got Younghoon. None of the damage dealers. None of the carries. None of the problem solvers, but Comp is low, Trimby's low, Dayo needs to close it out. Xerxes gets the Cyclone, here comes Chachi. 1, 2, 3 fell. For a moment, it looked like it was going to work. But Astralis closed it out, and they're on the base. They've won the game.
That is pure desperation from Rogue going for that play there. It's such a low chance of that working. Going all in on the support with Sivir just hitting for free from the back line. But all in all, what a horrible game from Rogue, but at the same time, such a clean snowball from Astralis.
The story of this game is simple. Rogue make a play, Astralis answer, punish, and win. Astralis take down Rogue.
Big time following.
24 professional games, 71% win ratio, and watching that as well when there's a bit of a surprise. Alyoya, level 2, he hasn't leveled up just yet. Pillar of Ice is available. Mickey's already flashed. He's locked behind the championship trophy. First blood, unforgiven.
Works to get the kill on the Draven, but now Makun is ready on the other side. He's looking for the play. He channels the Hex Slash. He goes over the wall. This is going to be a trigger one for Armut.
Heroic charge into the wall, and the kill was taken away. Not done yet. Patrick's underneath the tower, forced to flash. Ignite burning, 100 HP to go. He will survive for now. And Mickey...
So much on Excel side in the bot lane. Alyoya even gets to go for the Grump here. Niski has big pressure on mid, which is a big part of why this can happen, so props for him for securing that. And now we're looking at Makun, who doesn't have flash.
Oh, he doesn't. Gold card. Flash forward. Chomp. Frozen Domain is up. The King Kaiser himself. Zenith blades forward, and you are not forgiven. Broxer, would you say that?
Across the board, obviously, with a big advantage on Unforgiven. Now, the game is in their hands, and they just need to find a way to get it rolling. They push out bot, and they now have options. Are they gonna look for the deep vision bot?
I mean, Finn opted into that and lost.
That was very aggressive, Finn. That was a pretty...
Pretty bad, pretty pushing, pretty difficult. Marcoon flashes for his life. Niski goes forward. The heroic charge by some time. Aqua Prison locks down Niski. Have Mad Lions gone too far? Stand aside as Unforgiven steps forward. Level 4. Whew, bounces back 1 for 1. But I think crucially, Patrick was the one that picked up the kill. Ebb and Flow, that's a flash forward into the Shield of Daybreak. Flash forward, not used just yet. Unforgiven keeps picking up those spinning axes. 2 kills, 2 assists for Kaiser, as Nukeduck has been able to back and recall. Look at that damage!
Cards taking over that bot lane, chipping away that turret, and this is the point where we're gonna have to see Excel shining, and with that, what are these top laners doing, Trevor? What is going on?
I don't know, it's not over yet! Broxer, what is going on? I'm gonna say donates, reply to Finn after Finn donated one to Armut. And the Aqua Prism will go up. The culling is channeled, Destiny engaged, and now all of a sudden the damage comes out. Whirling Death, Unforgiven picks up another. Ayoya gets the 8th. That is a 5,500 gold lead. All right, Nukeduck, what can you do? Shut down there as Marcoon picks up that onto Kaiser. Niski drops as well. Alyoya's next to fall, and ladies and gentlemen, get your ham out because we're going ham this game.
We are starting. Poppy having the Herald, having 2 minutes to pop it. They're going to look for the play around Niski, and Niski has no flash available. The Poppy is going to be so strong in this scenario. Smacks him into the wall. Finn follows up. Marcoon tanks.
Just easy. Gold card comes out. Does he get a reply? Nope, not enough tower damage yet. Just out of range in time. Look at the top lane, though. Yoi's going to be able to make a reply. So I like that move from XL. Kaiser's got the solar flare available. Mickey and Patrick stepping away. By the way, Nukeduck now left alone to deal with an Eclipse, BF Sword, Greaves, Draven, with both Flash as well as Exhaust. And that Q from Mickey was gigantic. Alyoya's not done yet. Zenith Blade goes forward. No tidal wave available. And the two of them just brute force that.
This is not working out too well for Mickey. We saw it on his Janna last weekend, I think it was. The Enchanters, he's getting caught a lot. He's dying a little much, but to his credit, it is a difficult position playing into the Draven Leona as an Enchanter being this far behind. All of a sudden, we see Unforgiven in the 1v2.
Nukeduck gets the kill. That's a big shutdown.
Upside, his team has the confidence to go in because he can port into the play with Twisted Fate while Finn is stuck bottom, having no TP available. Finn is now working on the enemy red buff, looking for it, while a fight happens. Stops her.
Needlework is out. Nukeduck's done well, but the reply from Armut. The reply from Armut! The dash perfect execution! It's a 1-for-1. Oh, Armut landed so many needles to get that damage.
Oh, what a fight. There we go again. I'm gonna be honest, with that start from Matt, I thought this would be a clean game like the one we saw just before, but this is turning into a literal fiesta at this point.
Broxer, this is the happiest of happy games that I have seen, and we've been talking a lot about both teams as the Whirling Death comes up. Mickey, no! You are not able to fight, but the turnaround, XL managing to get one back. That's another down onto Unforgiven. Ayoya stepping forward, lead backwards away. Solar Flare was used perfectly. Nukeduck arrives to the fray. Finn is already down. 2 members of XL finished, another to fall. 2 for 2. And I'm going to finish this thought. Impactful on your communication, your mentality, how you play the game?
So, thinking about communication, I am pretty certain he wants the 10 death power spikes. And when he gets that, it's like, you know, slowly building up for that Exodia. Now we see it again. He goes for the 8 death, secures it in just a moment, actually flashes out. No, Niski comes in, get that death. Boom, taken down, 1 step closer to the 10 deaths.
Broxer, you are so optimistic. Nukeduck joins the fray. He's now looking for a kill into Niski Unforgiven. He's going to chase Marcoon out. Marcoon's going to be able to use that steadfast presence, but does get taken down.
And unfortunately, while Mickey really wants to die some more this game, he manages to take his teammate down with him. Not ideal. Head so early into the game. They haven't played around him in any way possible. It feels like they barely have an AD carry, which doesn't make any sense to me. But hopefully soon enough, they will set that Draven up for success. Maybe this is going to be the opportunity. Once again, looking for Mickey. And now, once Marcoon comes back in the map, maybe they can look to set up Baron. Hard for them to look at the mid turret.
Well, let's take a look. Yeah, Marcoon can come over the wall. Wait, Patrick's finding some damage with the help of the tower. Solar Flare comes out, cleanse and flashed. Whirling Death, can it be pulled backwards? It's inside the net. Hugely, maybe more valuable this game because of how much burst there is, really, for both sides. But I want to highlight that gold lead hasn't ballooned, and both teams have slowed down their play. Nukeduck now fancying himself a shot, challenging inside that Hallowed Mist. dashing forward, teleport being used. Is there enough burst? Below 300, 150, Nukta blows up Onward, and he gets the TP, Broxer.
They have double TP available on Finn and Nuke. Mad Lions is not able to go for a little bit of a random timing to start the Baron. Usually I like the idea behind it. If it's a coordinated play for Armor to overextend, to pull people down bottom, it can work out. But when it's only Finn moving there, when they both have TP available, you can't really do anything on the other side of the map. And once again, we see Mad Lions with a little bit of a mistake.
I had a little oopsie. Read between the lines. If it's a coordinated play, what you don't say says a lot more than what you did say, which I love. 10 seconds, sorry, before Armwood comes back up, and it's 15 for that Dragon. XL can set up for this one. Dragon number 2 on the cards.
Definitely would be nice for XL securing this Dragon for themselves. Always a good win condition being able to play for Soul. For now, they seem happy to take down the mid-tier 1. Securing that turret is always really key because it helps open up the map. And once you get a moment of mid-priority, ridiculous. But both teams do have pretty decent scaling. We see them looking for the play on Makoon, but they're going very deep into the enemy jungle.
Don't chase too far, don't chase too far, don't chase too far, or chase too far! Chase too far! XL trying to turn around. No damage from the culling. That literally did nothing. Admittedly, a lot of people sidestepped. Is there a re-engage opportunity? Nuke stepping forward. Finn has got the teleport. Their mandate was Imperial. And Armor will pop his golden trinket. Finn, however, is about to make it to the tower. Gold card.
Here we go, that's step number 8 secured.
Number 8 on the cards. 2 away from the power spike. Thank you for Jax. I don't think we can hear it as... Yes! That was just for me. That was literally just for me. Thank you.
That is amazing.
While Finn's in the bottom lane, the rest of Mad Lions starting the Baron. Teleport coming in. Mickey's down for another 15 seconds. Marcoon is low. Has flash available to him. Kaiser goes forward. Nuke is chunked out. No ultimate from Unforgiven. Follow Unforgiven. Finn is locked in place. Leaps over to a ward. Flash forward from Alyoya. Chomped, snipped, cut. No needles just yet. He escapes.
Result XL, unfortunately for them, has to give up the Baron. And Mad Lions, while playing really sloppy macro this game, does get the objective for themselves. XL on the other side get the Dragon.
I mean, second Dragon apiece is now 6k, 5k gold lead. With the ability to
helps them push out mid and bot, and soon they will have the control.
Also, please keep in mind, Unforgiven is now at full build. Okay, please look at that. Full build at 32 minutes. He cannot get any stronger, theoretically.
There it is, Trevor. There's the moment we've been waiting for. The death number 9. We are so close.
Oh, man. Now 9-0, 9 and 3. Mickey's KDA is wrecked. I loved seeing from Armored a few moments ago that sort of patience. I can't believe I'm celebrating patience in this game, but we haven't seen too much of it. With Mickey down once more, the Baron empowered minions on this Red Bull Baron power play, they're going to extend to 3,600 gold. Minion wave up top is not really a threat, and the teleport's being brought forward. So XL, do they lose the inhib? It feels like they might. Frankly, as long as they can control the other lanes, pretty much even. Junglers are about on par. I think Unforgiven, obviously 2 levels up, is one of the biggest. Is XL going to jump onto Armored? That's immune. That's immune. Pillar of Ice comes forward. It's Mickey. That's 10. Now XL need to survive long enough. Patrick's firing out the culling, but it's only going into the minions. 2 members are down. Nobody from Mad Lions is finished. Now Broxer, they need Mickey to respawn to use this power spike. And it looks like Mad Lions are going to push forward. No more Baron buff, but they don't need it.
I am so excited right now. What Mickey is doing here is beautiful. Few players have the talent to achieve 10 deaths in a professional team, but he did it. He managed to do it, and soon they just need him to spawn so he can carry his team from here.
There's no ways you're that prophetic, Brox. Finn stepping all the way forward. Kaiser gets jumped on. He looks for Nuke Duck. Finn is down. Patrick flashes for his life. Here comes Mickey. Can he save the Nexus? The Nexus is being focused. A couple more shots. Onward fights the kill.
Against the
It's not enough. Mad Lions take down XL. The 10-death power spike will not...
Braum in particular can offer is while BDS don't have the strongest engage, I stack up.
Singraf was spotted here on this ward. He will recognize that he has been hit. The minion will tank up the Trouble Bubble as Hylissang's finally on a bit of a roam on the Nautilus. Flash over by Razork means that Nuclear's got nowhere to go, and he'll be sent to the grey screen.
So that was a really good roam from Hylissang. We expected this type of movement to come. Braum is a very difficult bot lane to really dive. So he's going to go for the Q.
He could have.
Close. It could have been.
They're happy with getting Xmadio to that 2-item spike.
Now, Aggressivo may have overextended here. Upset's going to pop the ultimate.
Oh no, Aggressivo. not the time to be using your ultimate. He's not even going to use his flash. He knows he is dead to rights, and that's going to be Fnatic getting upset. A nice little kill.
Yeah, a really big blunder there from Aggressivo. You have second play of the game. He's continuing to just push these waves in. Needs to be careful though, because BDS is en route.
I mean, everyone's there. Razork's going to be joining as well. You will have Nuclear Inch trying to roam up here on the Zoe, and it's kind of, again, supports and junglers trying to support each other. Limit, though, might be a little bit isolated here. The Weaver's Wall is going to come out to try and stop him from getting away, but now Humanoid's away from the rest of his team as the exhaust has to come down. The concussive blows on top of the Glacial Fissure is going to force Humanoid to flash away. You can see now Hylissang kind of left there. It's actually Upset got caught out and his health bar deleted, and that's Nuclear Inc getting a kill. They're going to stun down as Max Matty is feeling confident as Razork now very close to going down. Nuclear and finds the paddle star. But Upset just got caught, obviously, because he completed it. But Shelly gets to do her favorite thing in the world. It's going to be a trade of top tower for that dragon. That second, a Zoe Q or even an Ezreal with enough kind of stacked up. And this is just BDS brute forcing it out from it. So he's just going to have to back himself away a little bit from it. But you can see Fnatic, they're not willing to let this one go because it would mean priority in that mid lane for this third dragon. Here we go, full fight going to happen right on the back fight of this Herald fight kind of coming in. The good hammer to keep them away. The Braum has gone down. Aggressivo can't do much against Wonder. That Shelly's still going, and they're going to have some decent bursts with Razork. He does have the flash after using the smite for some extra health. Then they get flash on the bat. It's so scrappy, so all over the place. But Fnatic are the ones coming out on top. Massive moment here for the Ezreal, especially when you're looking at a Sivir on the other side.
And look, BDS is actually first in the river. This makes it very hard for Fnatic to approach. Oh, unless they do that.
Unless you get caught out, these flicks from Humanoid have been fantastic. There's going to be the ultimate from the Sivir to try and speed everyone up. Shelly will be able to get the belly boop off, and another flick back means that Nuclear Int is dead. That's a double kill coming out now for Wonder. Fnatic, they're building that momentum we talked about. They're building up some movement to try and make sure this game can be a win for them, and they're starting to get some good results from the play.
Position, forcing Fnatic to walk into them was the best way to utilize their poke, but Humanoid with Fnatic off that single pick were just very quick to convert, and Humanoid able to find another knockup off the back of Hylissang.
It is just expected that they will be there at the top, especially now that Europe has 4 seeds. But here we go, Fnatic looking to try and make the mark in this fight. Limit's been isolated away from his team, and rocks are better than ice.
That they are. Fnatic find themselves another pick. They forced Xmatty off the play, and now they're looking to siege onto this mid-tier 2. They have the dragon spawn in a minute's time as well, but Fnatic can secure it afterwards.
Yep, they get the tier 2. That's going to open up more of
this vision space is super hard, but BDS find themselves in the river once more, but a choke point for Razork.
And I do have a little bit of a choke point, but Razork happy to pop down the pillar of ice and back himself away. The flick back, not quite there. Syncrop jumps straight onto Humanoid with a pixel perfect cleanse right off the back of it. A Nuclear End. He is not having a fun time in this series right now. He is just getting absolutely bopped about the place. Razork not quite done with the fight yet. Syncrop could go for a steal. Razork's very, very low. Needs to be very careful. Wonder gets yeeted across the map as Fnatic's Humanoid tries to just kind of do the damage. The TP from Wonder on the backside of this one, though, will definitely be a bit of a surprise for BDS. The Dragons reset. Aggressivo flashes immediately. Limit and Syncrop are running for the hills. It's a double kill for the side of the Sivir. Everyone is falling to the wayside. I think BDS, that could have been your last chance saloon.
BDS get wiped off the map as Fnatic secured
the scrappy right at the start, but in that last team fight, which has honestly been a bit of a crux for the side of Fnatic, it just gives that extra little bit of a threat to the side of Fnatic. You know, you have got the AP damage, but also it's just strong into a lot. Sorry about that. Very, very sorry about the slight interruption, but I will say for Limit, something that we haven't seen him use, a little interaction. He can put the wall up to try and block the Talia wall, the Unbreakable, and kind of stop it from giving a full cut off, but just hasn't really been in a position to do that. It's been very much a focus on keeping his life going, and the life of BDS, it's fading fast, Betty.
It certainly is. They will be eliminated from playoffs. They will not have an opportunity to compete with the best that Euros has to offer. It's been a difficult season for BDS, but Fnatic, they do not care. They want to bounce back. They want to secure themselves a win. And with the Nexus in their eyes, they're looking to end the game right here, right now.
You've got Aggressivo trying to come back to his team, but you've already lost 2 of your inhibitors. You're
a core part of why Fnatic have been able to find that success. The Baron will wear off, but another tower goes down in favor of Fnatic.
All right, BDS, you got to go out in a blaze of glory. You can't just be a death of 1,000 cuts. It has to be a massive team fight where you at least give a last chance. This is your entire season on the line. Wonder goes for the explosive cast. Doesn't mean you catch anybody out. The Weaver's Wall is good to try and just keep them off of this turret. Razork getting poked out a little bit, but you can see how hard it is for BDS.
Harder when clearing these waves. The bot wave is starting to stack up. Fnatic only need to be patient.
Be patient, and what you have built up shall be yours. There's going to be the Aggressivo using his ultimate defensively, and the Glacial Fissure as well coming out here from BDS, so not quite able to get those big engage ultimates out for themselves. The Nexus being pounded right now. They're being pulled left, right, and center. They need to make a decision, Benny.
Things are just falling apart for BDS. All 3 inhibitors have now dropped. Fnatic, will they look to disengage? Nope, they're going to fight.
They're going in again. Aggressivo gets flicked back as well. Wonder has found Xmani, but Xmani flashes away. Humanoid, though, does not want him to live. Aggressivo has already fallen. Xmani trying to see if he can dodge this one out, but that is not going to be possible there. The Talia is just too damn strong. And finally, Fnatic will find themselves a win and go 1-1 in this week and start to bring themselves back into playoff contention.
Needed win for Fnatic. Want to get into your face, Renato goes, haha, now you're here, kill each other. I think the Vitality is pretty happy with their draft, because not only do they have a lot of disengaged tools in farm, and it's going to give the opportunity for Haru to secure another Scuttle Crab. So hang on, I say that. Lebrov actually looking for a dive in mid lane.
Charmed and disarmed in the mid lane there, as Perkz does get a decent bit of damage. Caps trying to see if he can flick back Haru, who flashes away after tanking up actually nothing whatsoever. They're just toying with him underneath the tower. Lebrov so far pushed up here, does land the flawless duet. That doesn't mean, though, you do not have yourself a stun to try and stop this one here. I think Broken Blade knows it. He's probably almost certainly going to be going down. You need to be careful, though. Still need to land some of these abilities here, as Perkz still has got himself a little bit of movement speed there with the W. Lands the flawless duet, flash in, they're going to try and get him down, he's trying to turn it back. They have to use a lot more time, but Vitality get their man.
Credit to Vitality. Yesterday we praised them for their strong early game, and we're seeing it once again today. They have advantages top. They have.
You can see Broken Blade. Are we very aware that he has no vision?
Broken Blade, no flash, remember. Oh, good pillar.
Good, very good pillar. Alfari has not used the ultimate just yet, though. As you can see, Broken Blade being slowed down, nowhere to go, and he is going to be taken out, donated to the Alfari top lane trust fund.
Yeah, it was just really well shutting this Aurelia down. G2 have sent members to respond. Here comes Caps with the ult.
Yeah, they're going to try and make this one work with the Weaver's wall. The Herald does get popped down, but you can see now already the damage coming in. Alfari forced to use ultimate. There's a hostile takeover, but a 4-man knock-up here from Target's ultimate means that Vitality are a little bit scattered. They can't fully commit to the tower just yet, but they have a minion wave. It finally falls down, so now your security is gone. G2 Targamas running away from Haru, who eventually says, right, you live for another day. You've got 3 members up here. Black is just not even joining it. He's PvEs. This is going to be a 5v4 at best here for G2. These health bars are going low, and Broken Blade is getting stacked up. They're going to try and go in. The bailout's not good enough. There's Haru following, and finally Broken Blade goes down at the 2-for-1 trade. Not quite able to get the execution with the Heartbreaker. Caps goes golden, but it's only to delay the inevitable. A double kill comes in for Lebrov.
And Vitality find themselves to this, and he lands a beautiful 2-man stun onto both Haru and Alfari. And at this point you think, oh, they can run away with it. But then the resurrection comes through from Lebrov to buy him a little bit.
Idea of how they want to play as a unit.
Remember that Europe does have 4 seeds at Worlds this year. Blackhead has been happily farming. He has secured himself the Kraken Slayer, and he's going to now be one of the primary win conditions for G2.
Targamas goes in, but the rest of G2 were not ready. Nope. And that's just going to be a very easy kill donated over to Perkz.
They hand that right over to him. He TVs in just to secure that kind of deficit. It's Vitality's game to lose, but I've seen bigger throws before.
Absolutely, I've seen bigger throws this weekend coming in as we see Shelly finally get to come in onto the mid lane, but there's going to be a fight off onto the side here, so Alfari's going to have to try and bounce away. As we can see now, Haru a little bit separated. The hostile takeover only going to land really onto Yankos, and they're going to be able to try and take down Alfari as well. While this is happening, though, you do have Perkz who TP'd in for that kill on top side, kind of just pushing in. Shutdown does go over, though, to G2, and Shelly gets to do 2 head bops. And that keeps her happy and safe. Well, not safe, she's dead.
Does get charmed.
Well, speaking of another person who might be dead there, you can see now Perkz trying to see if he can make this one work, but Caps, good flash over the wall, but you got so much mobility here on the Ahri. So difficult to get away once they actually land the CC.
And Perkz able to kill his former teammate. I was worried. The Ahri into Talia matchup can be difficult because they're actually going to use this to convert it into a tier 2 in the mid lane, transition that into the bot side jungle, steal away. Need to do the traditional dragon setup. We can actually just force our way onto G2's side of the map, or we can take even more.
I mean, Broken Blade's the vital part of this that might be able to turn this one around. Ahri does jump away. There's the hostile takeover. Does land on the Caps and Targamas. Targamas taking a fair bit of damage, but they've cleared the waves. So, yes, you do lose the tier 2 in mid. It is traded for tier 1, but Charm lands. It's going to be a pretty common sight for Caps right now. He's really not been winning.
This game has been so massive. That single attempt from Jankos in the bot lane was just so massive in terms of the impact of the game because of what
get themselves around this dragon. This is a big moment here for Vitality. Put yourself on soul point at 20 minutes in the game could be huge. Here we go, Jankos.
Baron, and that's exactly what they'll do. You can see that no G2 members are really in a position to contest. This isn't the fastest Baron ever, and G2 should know that this is going on. G2 need to clear out these waves. The Aurelia is on the way.
It's going to try to take a little bit of a damage there. As we can see, Jankos got onto the back of the pit. Now Vitality.
Whoa.
They don't know where they need to go. And you can see them, they're scattered. They're kind of making this one. Labrov flashes over. Haru tries to kill him off as well. But we can see Caps is already dead. Flakked now trying to be the carry here as he shotguns himself onto the backside. Perkz, though, has got so much mobility. It's so difficult. Jankos has been exhausted and Perkz picks up a double. The hostile takeover is good, but not good enough to try and keep Vitality in this fight. Flakked, you are the man. You have to be the reason G2 stay in this. But there's just too much in Vitality's wallet, and they are
to grow from Vitality as they will lock down the Baron and look to secure a big win over G2. Take up towards top, but there are minions getting in the way, so G2 they're holding strong for now.
Yeah, this is a Red Bull Baron power play that is doing well, but not as well as you would expect for a team that is 10,000 gold ahead. As we can see, Dragon spawning in 16 seconds. They want to try and go for it, but Haru's been caught. You can see Caps now trying to make this one work, but he's just deleted. Little bit of CC, and he's got nowhere to go. Flakked going in 1v1 against Alpha. They can just keep Jankos away. They can just burn it down and get themselves a Hex Soul regardless. So, G2, do you try and go for a Hail Mary? They jump onto Labrov, who flashes away. He will end up going down. No, he won't, because he's got the bailout. And this is Vitality slaughtering G2. There's nothing to be done. G2 have been routed and thoroughly spanked in this game.
Vitality dominate the fight once again. 17 kills to 2.
Caps all game. He has been muted, invisible to the entirety of this game. And right now, he's the only one standing between Vitality and a win against G2. It will take down Labrov, the big shutdown going over to the side of Caps, but is it enough? Your base is in tatters.
5. He is looking to end this game deathless, as he will get a big win over his former team.
Cap's going to be able to cleanse there. Perkz goes golden with the Zhonya's. We can see now Haru trying to keep everybody away. They do get down Targamas, but not quite able to get the Heartbreaker down. It's going to be G2 breaking their own hearts. Everyone is going to fall. Nobody will die on the side of Vitality. And G2 have been beaten, bruised, and Vitality will stand victorious as they take down the MSI representatives.
Vitality with a monumental win will move to 8 wins. They will move into second place and they will shut down G2. A big smile.